Alright, welcome everyone. It's Friday evening. You already know the drill. We're gonna have an event today, possibly two, depending on how this one goes. If we can finish it in, I don't know, in about 3 hours, I think. Maybe we can do another shorter one after. I was planning to do some wooden swords for some time, so maybe this evening is that, but it depends on how fast it goes. Depends on um, maybe some other technical issues if we have any, and yeah. So we have 10 people in the competition, and what we're gonna do is that we're gonna do a regular double elimination. Yeah, we're gonna do a regular double elimination. You guys already know how it works. Winners bracket best of 2, lower bracket best of 1, 7 flags. House rules apply when we have 1-1 in the sets. So yeah. The reason why I'm keeping it double elimination is because I see that we have in the tournament 2 players that use Steam, and if we constantly need to switch back and forth between Steam, it's gonna maybe take a little bit more than expected. But anyway, let's get down to business. First of all, let me show you the mod. So we're using the speed mod 1.1 as always, and let me also check the numbers. Yeah, 7 flags, and we're gonna shuffle the bracket. Just 1 second. Friday evening, indeed. Friday evening. Alright, participants. So let's shuffle the seeds. Today is the 25th. 2 with 2 plus 5 is 7. So let's do 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And let's have a look at the bracket. Cherno versus me. Winner faces Subu. Then we got Ivanisius versus Oak. Luck facing Info. The winner's gonna face Pico. And then we have Mike and Ezekiel. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we're gonna have the early rounds here. We're gonna start with the winner's bracket. Cherno versus me. Cherno is a very difficult opponent to face, especially such early on in the event. Did I get some message? Oh yeah, it's just Subu. Right, so I think we're good to go. Let's get this going. This is my first match of the day, but since I've been playing Hellish Quart so much recently, I'm not sure if that's much of a problem. Yeah. Sorry. So 2 sets of 7 flags. Cherno, just give me 1 second. I need to get my phone. Alright, here we go. Cherno is here. Cherno starting on the left. I'm going to be on the right for the first set, then we're going to switch. Reminder for all the players in the competition, if we go to a tie break, do not swap sides, so just stay on the same sides and you should be fine. Father Zera here for Cherno. I haven't seen Cherno playing Father Zera, but Father Zera can be quite a tricky matchup for Isabella. He has some key advantages. Isabella also has some key advantages over him. Here we go. We are on our the school map. Nice. I thought he was gonna rush in. Nice. 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 Cherno's making a little bit of a comeback. Damn, zero die. Alright, GG. Anyway, Cherno made it a lot harder than it looked in the beginning. I actually lost a pretty significant advantage. From 6-0 to 6-4. But still three flags, and still need to win this second. Oh, Bara pick here for. I think Cherno is. Cherno is experimenting with a few characters. Oh, nice. Nice exchanges. I will, Victor, I will. GG, GG. Tough fights. Tougher than it looked. Cherno's always a great opponent. So 14-7. And I will be facing Subo a little bit later. That's going to be a very difficult match. And if I manage to pass that match, the next opponent might be Oak. So a very tough schedule here. Next we're gonna see probably another Isabella. We're going to see Luck facing Info. We know that Marie got some minor buffs, I would say. And given the fact that we are on a map with a little bit more space and with also with the mod, maybe Marie's mobility is going to be more. It's going to be better here, or who knows? Maybe Info's going to play somebody else. Maybe going to play Marta or a different character. Immediately after, we're going to do Ivanicius versus Oak. And then Mike versus Ezekiel. There's Info. Luck left, Info right. Isabella versus Marie. That's the matchup. Thrust from Isabella. Yeah, Info needs to be careful here because Luck knows exactly how to play this matchup. Oh, nice one to the body. Knows exactly how to play this matchup and take advantage of Marie's weaknesses. Oh, I think somebody pressed it. Nice push. Unfortunately, the follow-up does not kill. Oh, another attack. Two good landed attacks there from Info. Needs to play this well. Oh, and another one, and another one. 2-1. Kind of sucks that the character, even a rapier, has to land so many attacks in order to get a kill. Nice one from Luck. I think maybe there should be a little bit more punishment for a character that is hurt. Maybe mobility, maybe stamina, maybe speed. Oh, nice cut to the head. Because I've seen it earlier as well when I was fighting against Zera. Like, I hit him 3 times and he was still going on. Like, he wasn't tired. He wasn't... Oh, nice dash there. 4-2 now for Info. Good start. So I think that's something that could give wounds a little bit more importance in the game. And I think that way maybe a character like Marie could kind of just piece other characters. 5-2. Info is making good work of that low thrust. She actually put some pressure on me as well when we last fought in the HEMA tournament. I had some trouble adjusting to that move. Oh, and nice cuts there from Luck, going with wide cuts to the head. 5-3. Oh, nice dash again. 6-3. And Info is very close to getting a first set win with quite a good difference here, which could prove very important. Again, trying the low. Oh! Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. (6-4). Oh, try the dash again. Luck being very patient here. Scores another one. And at this point, the difference is no longer that important. It can be recovered regardless of what happens in the next one. I think 3, maybe 4, that's when it starts to maybe weigh a little bit. But 1 or 2, definitely not. 6-6, looks like Luck does not want to actually lose this set. He wants to win it. And that would be a pretty good psychological advantage going into the set, considering that the info had such a good start. Oh, and info, I would say, deservedly wins this set. Maybe not with the best difference, but I would say that it is deserved. Luck now needs to win this next set and swap sides. Win this next set, and after that win the tiebreak. But in the tiebreak, in the best case scenario, it's gonna be 1 versus sorry, worst case scenario, it's gonna be 1 versus 1 from Luck's perspective. Double. You can see from Luck's movement that he's taking info a lot more seriously now. Honestly, I don't blame him, because to be honest, whenever you fight this matchup, you tend to think that, okay, this is an easy matchup. Not very easy, but usually easy. Oh, higher there, and the dash works. Info gets her first flag of the second set, which is encouraging. High guard. Oh, yeah, lands the high guard, lands the follow-up. Thrust into retreat. Honestly, I would ditch the follow-ups altogether and just let players do whatever they want. I mean, you can still do it, but you need to kind of cancel out on block. It's just unnecessary input. Nice one. 2-1. Luck is hurt. And I think this flag is going to be quite important, because Info has an opportunity to kill here. But it's going to be hard to get into Isabella's range without getting cut to the head. Marie is one of the few characters that Isabella can actually reliably hit in the head with regular attacks, I mean. Try to sidestep there. Goes low. High guard. Double. Oh, missed the first cut there, but the next one's landed. 2-2. Close fight. Close fight in the second set. Oh, nice. The double lunge and then the follow-up. 3-2. Double lunge is still a good weapon, but it's a little bit inconsistent. But you know, when you don't know what to do, that works. Nice one, Beast of Blade. And I like that Luck is using this particular combo against Marie. It's not really a combo that you can use against other characters. I mean, it can work, obviously, but obviously against rapiers is a little bit better. Oh, Luck with his already famous nice dash. 4-3, and Luck takes advantage. Probably for the first time in this match. Oh, dash! The follow-up does not land. Luck is still able to fight. Oh, nice one to the face. Anticipated there the moment. 4-4. Nice one. Again, a nice good counter. 5-4. And Info is looking to... Oh, nice dash. Got caught. 5-5. I was about to say that Info is looking to end this here in this set. She would need 2 more flags. From the next 3 actually, because there's also a tiebreak. Reminder, if you go to a tiebreak, do not switch sides, just... Oh, the tap misses because Marie is short. Double lunge, follow up, too late. And again the dash. 6-5, and Info has the chance to end it here. I would say that would be a very impressive victory. And Luck gets the 6th flag, and now it's going to be very important. If Luck wins this set, we're going to go into a 1 flag tiebreak. If Info wins this flag, then she moves on. Oh, and that's it. And Luck wins it. Let me just quickly make sure.
Hello?
Hello, welcome. You came at the right time.
Nice.
We have a tiebreak with 1 flag. Info versus Luck. It was 7-6 for Info in the first, 7-6 for Luck in the second. So Luck is going again with this bell, yeah.
Yeah, considering the matchup, that's not expected, but very good job from Info, and obviously Luck put up a fight too, but hasn't quite won it yet, if he will win it.
Alright, 1 more flag. And
Alright, I'm joining, by the way.
It's a grab from Info, wow. And it ended right there. And Info wins it. Info wins it. 14-13 is the final score. Luck will have a second chance in the lower bracket. Info moves on and will be facing Pico a little bit later. You said you're trying to join? Actually, I want to give Info some praise here, because on top of defeating such a good fighter like Luck, she kind of has defeated the worst matchup, or one of the worst matchups for Marie. So it's a pretty important victory against an Isabella. And also, after pretty much being ahead in the first set and also in the second set and losing the second set, she had the courage to go for a grab in the 1 flag tiebreak, and she got it. So mental strength there, and Info moves on. Okay, so next we're gonna have Ivan. Ivan has been playing a little bit recently, or as Russians say, Ivan, but I'm gonna say Ivan. Sounds better. And his Russian fellow, which is Oak. And Oak is already ready to connect. I'm gonna try one more time with Ivan, see if he can maybe join Parsec, because I know he needs Steam, but
I'm joining too, by the way.
yeah, we're gonna try once with Parsec, see if something happens. No, it's not working. Oh well, we tried. You never know. I remember Ilksus having problems connecting to my Parsec for a very long time, and then all of a sudden, one day, he just started connecting. I don't know. Okay, then we're gonna use Steam here for Ivan. I'm curious to see if Oak is going to continue his Calc play, or if he's gonna go back to Laszlo, maybe try a different character. Okay. Okay. Ivan takes left side, Oak takes right side. Yeah, everything goes well. Yeah, Oak very decided going to Calc, and I know that Oak is a guy that doesn't switch much unless he's going full experimental in a tournament, which doesn't happen very often. He usually sets his mind on one of his characters and it plays that character for the entirety of the tournament. So I think after yesterday, he's probably again in the Calc zone, and yesterday had a great performance. I think today he's again going into that mindset. Ooh.
Nice.
But I think Jan is actually quite an interesting matchup for Calc because he can match his range and he can stab.
Nice, fam. Ooh, nice exchange. Oak with a combo, but too close for the stab.
I know there's a meme right now with Jan being the best rapier, but now that I think a little bit more about it, I think Jan is more like a broadsword, right? Because he can thrust really well, but he can also cut. So maybe he's the new Calc. 3-2.
Yeah, there are some later saber systems that are like 50% cutting and thrusting too, so
yeah.
Not usually in this time period, but later on that did start happening, so he's a bit ahead of his time, Jan. But it depends. Others are more cut centric, of course, and whatnot.
I think Ivan has a little bit of experience with the game. Even in the HEMA tournament, although he didn't win many games, you can see that there wasn't like a very big difference between good players and him. Like he has good fundamentals, and even on Tao's tournament, he practically got to the final because he fought Tao for the for the title. He didn't get the second place because of the tiebreak rules.
Hmm.
But he was there. Like, he was one win away from winning the tournament so early in the community. In the meantime, Oak has taken control and wins the first set, 7-4. Congratulations. I think Ivan became a little bit too eager to attack, and he got
Yeah.
punished. Swap size, please.
Yeah, he's got fundamentals. It's just the advanced stuff that he needs to work on now,
I think they got
from what I've observed.
wrong sides. Yeah, Oak is now left. Ivan right. Yeah. Kalk versus Alex. Alex is has a little bit of a resurgence recently. A lot of people have been testing him out. He's fun. He's a fun character to play. He has nice animations. He's pretty strong. But I think, oh, the thrust there. Okay, Ivan lines the first kill. But I think Oak is probably a little bit more comfortable. Is feeling a little bit more comfortable in this matchup than he felt against Jan, because Alex has a couple of weaknesses that Kalk can take advantage of. Is the commentary still working? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah. Okay. I just got that. I don't know. It felt like it was like void. I couldn't hear anything else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
3-1. Yeah, Oak knows this matchup really well. And you know, sometimes, I mean, not sometimes, it's actually a real thing. The more you know a matchup, or the more you know that you have opportunities to land attacks on a character, the more relaxed you are, and you can think. You can think better. Nice one.
Nice, man.
Kalk has such a great push. Felt it yesterday on my on my Martha as well.
Yeah. He was doing great against Marta, too. Usually a really bad matchup, but even, like, my Marta, it was close. It was a really fun tactical series in the first final we did, but he still won both of them, so.
Yeah. Honestly, when you guys were, like, when I was fighting him, like, you guys were saying like how good he does in this matchup, and I wanted to say something like, guys, I've been playing Marta for like 3 minutes, and he has been playing Kalk for 5 years or so. Like, I'm the victim here, not him.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking. Nice. Solid performance there from Oak. Wins the fight decisively, 14-7. Ivan will be fighting in the lower bracket a little bit later. And we're going to stay here with Steam because we're going to have Mike versus Ezekiel. Let's get the Ezekiel first in. And after that is actually our fight. The bracket wasn't very favorable to some of the most recognizable faces here in this event. Is Ezekiel around? Yeah, he's listening, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's give also Mike. His Steam link. It sucks that we have to use Steam again for some of these players. Obviously,
Hmm.
it's not their fault. It's just that I kind of got used to not using it.
Yeah, I hear you. It feels like it slows things down too. Not that again it's their fault or anything, but
Yeah,
just switching and having to restart the game, especially, is the worst part.
yeah. But I guess we have to be grateful though, because without Steam, some players wouldn't be able to play like at all, and it's good
Hmm.
to have this option. And sometimes it's even a matter of like Parsec is going crazy, and I remember Tao was hosting a tournament, and I was competing. First fight, perfectly fine.
Hmm.
Second fight, perfectly fine. It was a round robin. And third fight, unplayable. Like I couldn't do. There was
Hmm.
nothing that you could do. I don't know why. It was on my
Hmm.
end. It was on. I don't know. And we switched to Steam, and it was so good. It was like playing on my old computer for some reason. It was really
Hmm.
really good. And I actually won that tournament, and I was from that moment I was grateful, that there was
Yeah,
this option.
right.
Um, let me message. Let me private message Ezekiel. Maybe he's doing something. I'm gonna give him one more minute. If he doesn't show up, we're gonna move on to the next fight. Some interesting names here in the event. Pico coming back after some time. He used to be a regular in a lot of events, but he hasn't been playing much. Now he's back. He's one of the people that I would see from North America, kind of getting a lot of points.
Hmm.
Okay, Ezekiel is not here. Um, yeah, I guess he will reply when he's ready. Um, we're gonna we're gonna start the game, and we're gonna continue with the next fight, which is gonna be between me and you. Kind of
Okay.
sucks that we have to fight each other so early, but that's kind of the nature of double elimination,
Hmm.
and it has its charm as well.
Yeah, like we might fight each other twice, so.
Yeah. Okay. Um, you are on the left. One second. And I am on the right. Best of two. You know how it works.
Hmm.
Winner will be fighting Oak a little bit later. I was worried you're gonna do the swing thing, but I think it was. I think
Yeah,
it
you
was
can't.
a
It's
little,
not in the game anymore.
a little bit too hurt. Nice.
Ooh, phantom hit.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Let's swap
GG.
sides. Yeah, GG. Seven five for Subu, so I need to win this set and possibly the tiebreak if it goes there. flag. Oh,
Oh,
nice. Rematch, or you want to pick somebody else?
rematch, yeah.
Okay. 6 versus 2.
Oh, no double.
Yeah.
Oh, no. GG.
GG.
Yeah, the second round I did terrible. Good job.
Yeah, no, I don't think you did terrible. I think just whenever we fight, I think it's a little bit of a game of inches. Sometimes, for example, like
Mm-hmm.
I misplace my step, I get hit by the chop, or I get hit by that side step. And I think in this set, I managed to just stay a little bit further from those moves and usually just get grazed. It wasn't,
Yeah.
yeah, always like a conscious decision. It was just kind of feeling. But anyway, you have
Right, okay.
another chance of coming back from the lower bracket. You scored 7 with 1-8. Okay. Let's do. So Ezekiel said that he's back, but you know what? We're gonna do Pico versus Info now. So let's get Pico and Info in. It's gonna be an interesting fight. Info just had a major victory.
Okay, be right back.
Okay. Keyboard battle here. We'll see if we'll see if Pico goes with Kalk or Marta or somebody, again, thrust oriented. Pico taking the left side, Info taking the right side is
All right, I'm back.
yeah, welcome back. As I said, I'm very curious and very excited for this fight. Pico left, Info right. Oh, Sam. Sam. Pico didn't want to risk much. I mean, I'm not saying that he has won or anything, but he's going with the character that has a little bit more power compared to Martha,
Right.
and the ability to move fast and strike fast from range.
Ooh, nice.
You know, Sam is actually, the way Sam fences is not necessarily in the way he attacks, but more in how he expresses his style, more similar to how saber fights were fought. Because when you were fighting a saber fight, you weren't going
Hmm.
in, like you weren't putting yourself in danger to throw like a cut. You just like keep range and then swing the saber and hoping you could injure your opponent from distance. I've seen some
Right.
and this is exactly what Sam does. Like he stays at distance and he's just swinging his saber because you know swords are sharp enough to deal
Yeah.
significant. You don't even have to kill your opponent. Like if you can just hit their sword arm, it's just pretty much GG.
Hmm.
You know, you don't have to hit them to the head or anything. You can just take their arm, and that's
Yeah.
it. Anyway, back to the fight. Info again, continuing the good form here.
Double lunge,
Oh,
nice.
perfect placed.
Info's proving a tough opponent.
Yeah. 4-2.
If only Turk was here to see this. Oh no. Blade beaten, and then there's a hit to the head.
Yeah. 4-3. Oh, goes to try and lands it. I thought she was gonna miss it, but actually
Yeah,
lands
gotta.
it.
Yeah, I think the sidestep actually saved Pekla though. A proper like hit to the chest with that usually kills, especially on Sam, who's a bit lower in HP than most characters.
Nice defense there on Pico on the double lunge. Defending the double lunge is pretty much like in boxing, like rolling with the punches. Like you have to move back with the same rhythm that the double lunge is coming at you. Like you block the first
Hmm.
one and then you again move one more time back to block the second one. 4-4.
Triangle
Oh, and again.
again. Yeah, that looks silly.
Yeah, I think she just catches people off guard, literally and figuratively, with
Hmm.
that attack. You know what's interesting about Info's fighting style is that most Maries, including myself whenever I play Marie, prefer to just kind of move around, move back and forth, sidestep a lot, you know, just trying to use her
Hmm.
mobility. Info's more of a head-on type of Marie. Like she's fighting the other character head-on. Sometimes it pays off,
Yeah,
sometimes it becomes difficult.
it's definitely making Pekla think about some things, if anything else, if nothing else.
Yeah, you can definitely see that Pico.
Double
Oh,
lunge.
again, you can see that Pico is not feeling very comfortable here. He's having trouble getting into Marie's range, which is a sign that things are going into the right way because that's kind of how it should be against a rapier. Like you should be very careful getting into their range. Of course, when you do
Hmm.
get there, you should have the advantage, but you have to work your way to get into that pocket. That's what happens with
Oof,
Martha,
blade beat.
though. With Martha is just it's not easy to get into her range.
Yeah,
Like you really have to work for it.
yeah, that's the way Marie should be too, for sure. Nice hit to the head, making it 6-6 actually.
Yeah, this is the third 6-6 that the Info has today. We'll see if she manages to get this first set. It's important to get the set though. Oh, beats the blade,
Oh, nice.
and
Back one.
Pico steals it. Last flag. That's kind of the thing with Marie. Kind of have to put the effort in, although in a split second things go the other way around. Okay, win for Pico, 7-6. Info has to win this second set. And if she does, worst case scenario, it's gonna go to Hassan. No, going back to Sam. Worst case scenario, it's gonna go to a one tiebreak. After this fight, we're gonna have Mike versus Ezekiel, and then we're gonna move to the lower bracket and play the matches there. Best of one. Oh, tried the double, but back wide from Sam. Very tough move to deal with if timed correctly. Nice. (2-0) here for oh, nice side step after a feint. 3. Rough start here for Info.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but every fight starts from the same. Every flag starts from the same position with the same. I don't know, stats from before. So that's one thing that I actually like about this system, is that even if you're down 6-0, every next fight starts from the same position, same, like there's no snowballing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be, for example, with the 1-1, for example, 1-1 scoring system. Because then if you have the advantage, then you can obviously be aggressive, get some doubles maybe.
Yeah, really going for those blade beats, but gets hit to the belly.
Yeah, Info needs to play this smart.
Goes back and oof.
Double. I think Info had an opportunity there to just go in for a quick dash, but I think all of us are just kind of always thinking twice before doing that. Oh, nice one. Oh, nice double lunge.
Nice double lunge.
Yeah. Info's actually making the double lunge work here properly. I mean, with the proper range. Oh, I thought she's gonna get that one, but Pico just went in. 5-2. Again, double. I'm actually happy that Info started using the double lunge, because I know that double lunge has a little bit of a bad reputation. Honestly, in this current state, I do not think it's an overpowered move whatsoever. And considering how Marie looks right now, like, just use whatever you have. Anyway,
right. Yeah.
Sam, this time a little bit more dominant. Pico has warmed up and learned the lesson from the first fight and wins it. Great pick with Sam. 14-8 that was. Info will still fight in the lower bracket round 2 a little bit later, so she still has a chance of moving through. And we have the final fight of the round 2 winners bracket, and that's gonna be Mike versus Ezekiel. So we're gonna get Ezekiel in, and immediately after this fight we are going to go to lower bracket. We're gonna do Ivan versus Luck, then Cherno versus the loser of this fight, and then the winners are gonna face Info and Subu. So all the players that are now in the lower bracket, stay ready, because fights are going to happen very fast. Here we go. Let's get Ezekiel in. There he is. Okay, let's also get Mike in. Mike a little bit in a dilemma. He played Marina,
Mm-hmm.
and he had some good moments, but also some bad moments. And then he switched to Bara. I'll be honest, I advised him to pick Bara,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel it's a character that especially newer players can pick up and play. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he's not overly complex. He has good fundamentals, like he has good defense, good offense. There's nothing really complex about Bara. Obviously, playing Bara at a very high level as you do, that's a whole different
Mm-hmm.
story. But it's more about accessibility. You know, I think Bara is one of
Right.
those characters that are pretty accessible. Um, I mean, if you just like follow the fundamentals of the game, you can still do well with Bara. Just kind of stay at the correct distance, attack with good timing. You know, he's fast enough, has good guard. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Mike left, Ezekiel right.
And you don't even have to think about stabbing really. You can just throw cuts, which some people prefer, and it might be more intuitive just getting into the game.
Yeah. He is going with Bara after all, and Bara is a pretty good counter to Marta, but we're talking here about Ezekiel's Marta. Like, he knows how to play this matchup really well. So yeah. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna go get some water.
Yeah, no worries. Back Y already from Ezekiel. Sidestep. Okay, so obviously the challenge here for Bar, he has a good matchup for Marta on paper, but there's still a challenge of closing the distance that must be overcome. And something that Bara doesn't have, but someone like Hion does have, is a really long saber, so gotta make the best use of Bara as a toolkit that you can. Good combination from Mike, able to close the distance and get the kill. Going high then low. Not a combo seen often, but turned out to be the perfect move to use there. And again, another kill. It's 2-2. Good job from Mike so far against such a good player. Ezekiel has scored another flank. Double. Okay, Mike just goes in with some cuts there. Not quite able to catch Ezekiel, but good effort. Yeah, the back Y. You got to be careful wildly throwing cuts, as it might just invite a precise counter like that. Get some hits there. Not able to close the distance enough to kill, though. And a thrust to the body.
Alright, I am back. Looks like Ezekiel has taken control of the fight. I think
Yeah, absolutely.
Mike needs some long guard work here. Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's not... I've noticed this pretty consistently, and we've told him before, this isn't new. But he's not long guarding enough. And you can see it here, he's trying to approach... Well, there you go, he did it just now, but... but, you know, we've been talking about it before, though, and he just... against thrusts, he often fails to long guard in time. And so he's not really defending himself as effectively as he could be.
The thing about Bara, specifically, when it comes to fighting rapiers... Oh, nice sidestep. Is that the long guard is not only for defense, but Bara has actually some really good moves from the long guard that he can use as a quick counter. Like he can do the chop, he can do the go around sidestep one. This particular push cut, which is okay, it's not the best move, but thrown at an awkward time, it can actually land. I've noticed that you started throwing it more recently, and it kind of catches people off guard. Not this time though. 7-3.
Yeah, Ezekiel was able to get it.
Yeah, Ezekiel with a great start. It's not over though. A good lead for Ezekiel, but it's, as I said, it's not over. Swap sides. I've seen so many times where people were dropping like 3. Oh, I think somebody just pressed. People were dropping 3-4 flags in the first set, and then they got like a 2 flag difference in the second set, and then they recovered the difference in the tiebreak, so like a 2-step process. So that's definitely possible. All right, going with Bara again. 7-3 it was, right? Yeah, 7-3.
Yep. Tries to get close, but there's a stab to the face.
Luck versus Ivan is the next fight that we're gonna see here, and you're gonna be facing the winner of that. So there is a possibility you're gonna. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There is a chance you might face Luck, and that's gonna be a pretty interesting fight if that happens. 1-1. Okay, Mike is a little bit more composed here. Ezekiel though with very good movement. He knows Marta's steps so well, like when to move forward, when to move back. See, like he just just a little bit move forward and then move back. Like his Marta is a joy to watch, to be honest. And I know that people like to talk about Koala being like a goat Marta, and obviously I'm on that boat. Like he's very good with Marta. But when it comes to like complete Marta gameplay, not necessarily the most efficient, but like complete gameplay, I really like Ezekiel. He's using her cuts, he's using her thrusts, her side steps, moving back, moving like it's really nice to watch his
For
Martha.
sure. Oh, goes low and hits him, interrupts that attack from Mike.
And let me tell you something, and I hope Ezekiel does not mind that I say this. You know when Oak made those oh, nice dash, made those ranked things like the ranked elo and
Hmm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Ezekiel was actually playing a lot then, and he was playing only Marta, and he
Hmm.
was kind of losing a lot, you know. And
Hmm.
this is no diss to him or anything. He was losing, but the fact that he tried her and played her so much and lost and learned from those matches made him as good as he is with Martha right now. So that's the moral of the story, is like, if you really like a character, even if you lose, nice one there from Mike. If you lose, but you keep grinding and you just keep playing the character and learn their move set and learn patterns and learn from your mistakes, you can become elite. And this is example right here.
Side steps from Mike, not throwing the attack though. Trying to find an angle. Oh,
Good.
too big of a windup.
Yeah, good attempt there. Honestly, I know that those side steps have their utility every now and then, but I still kind of prefer the old ones. The Y side step that Jan and Bara
Mm.
had. They're really nice.
Goes low. They both take a slight hit, though Marta took the worst of it.
By the way, did you notice that this particular move, the cut and then to the low, oh, nice,
Nice.
to the leg, Jan and Bara's are a little bit different now, as in Bara actually kind of puts himself in danger, moves a little bit forward to do it, while Jan does it
Hmm.
from distance, like he's static
Yeah.
and does it from distance.
Yeah, it's interesting. Probably to do with the different lengths of the weapon they're using.
Yeah, again, it looks like Mike wants to go for the legs. Even earlier,
Yeah,
he
it's
tried the long guard
actually.
leg move. Again, another long guard
Hmm.
attack that the Bara has.
Yeah. The leg cuts actually aren't going too badly, though. You'd think they would be, but he is able to tag Marta sometimes.
Yeah. I think it's not necessarily a bad thing, because since rapiers do not really have that. Oh, nice push cut. Do
Nice.
not really have that one-shot power unless the strike is perfectly placed. You can take this chance of trying to go low. Oh.
Yeah. I guess you're limiting your reach is the only thing, but he's making it work, so
But if you're going low
well done.
against somebody, I mean, if you're trying that against somebody like Laszlo or Alex or somebody that can just strike fast and hit you to the head, then yeah, it's a lot more problematic. Anyway, Mike is doing a great job here in the second set. He's giving Ezekiel a fight. Nice one. 6-4. Finger snap. And Ezekiel needs only one more. Oh, and again the push cut. Oh, leg!
Ooh. Tired now.
Thunder punch.
Will he go for it? Ooh.
Yeah.
That was the right call. Good on him.
Sorry, a little bit
A Thunder
unprofessional
Punch
of
could have got him
me
killed.
there. Yeah.
All good. You know, it's a classic move. It's very satisfying to land, so I get it.
Okay.
I remember when that was the move to use with him. It was so powerful.
Oh, nice. Nice step in and then to the face. 7-5. A great performance from Ezekiel, as always. and he was able to weather the storm when Mike was getting some flags back. But I think Mike has actually found his rhythm with Bara. I think in this particular match, I think he found his rhythm with him, using most of his
Hmm.
moveset, using positioning correctly. Yeah, congratulations to him as well. Defeat against Ezekiel is nothing to be ashamed of, but his Bara looked a lot more solid now. He will be fighting very soon. Now we're gonna have Ivan versus Luck. Should have gone through combo list sooner. Yeah, yeah. That second set was very good play. Okay, Ivan is facing Mr. Luck. Luck had a very close fight with Info earlier. And we're gonna get Ivan on Steam. Okay, Ivan is here, waiting for Luck. What do you think of this matchup?
I think Luck definitely has the experience, but so I would definitely consider him the favorite, especially because he knows advanced stuff of Isabella.
Mhm.
Whereas Ivan's a good beginner player, but he still needs to work on those complex inputs. He might be surprised if Luck does his trademark push or anything like that. So Luck's definitely the favorite, but he definitely has to stay solid. I think Isabella can deal with many of the thrusts that Jan is known for, so Yvonne might need to do more than just that to win. Especially because Luck has seen those before and used them previously. He used to be known for the corkscrew.
Yeah. All right, just gonna give Luck here 2 minutes
Hmm.
to respond. Luck says he can't right now, but let's see. Fun tournament so far. Some nice fights as always. Nice flags. Just one moment.
Yeah, no worries.
Trying to figure out, because if Luck can't play anymore, then we can directly do, since we already have Ivan in, we can do the fight against you.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I need to know if Luck will come back or not. The reason why I'm asking is because I know that,
Right, yeah.
yeah, sometimes he's after the winners bracket, he doesn't want to compete again in the lower bracket. Honestly, I respect that. Like, I don't want to force anybody to go through the gauntlet and just win I don't know how many fights to get back to the. So if somebody wants to just, get on with their day, because they don't want to go through that grind, perfectly fine with me. As long as you
Mm-hmm.
show up in the winners bracket.
Yeah. Yeah, and as long as you communicate that, like, you can't compete, whatever it is, and don't just go silent.
Yeah, he has done it before. He has done it
And yeah,
before,
yeah.
and that's why I'm asking, because I want to know what to do. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep Ivan in, and I'm gonna do Mike versus Chernobyl.
Mm-hmm.
And if Luck doesn't reply by the time this fight is over, then we're gonna consider Ivan to be the winner and move on.
All right.
Because it's a little bit of a problem with with Steam and everything, and it just kind of makes things harder. Mike is gonna be left side. Cherno gonna be right side. Hopefully, it's gonna work with so many. Yeah, I know that I don't have people who lost fight again, but we had a little bit of a break, so I think Mike has recovered a little bit. But honestly, I think he's actually on a positive note because he did really well against Ezekiel. Uh, and Cherno's been waiting for some time.
Yeah.
All right, hopefully it works with all the steams and parsecs and everything. Mm. Is Cherno in commentators? No. Let me send him a private message as well, just to speed up things. Yeah, Luck has confirmed that he's not going to be fighting in the tournament.
All right.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Since also Cherno is not answering right now, we're going to do your fight against Ivan.
Okay.
Ivan gets a free win here against a very tough opponent, and now he's gonna face you. You're gonna be on the left. Ivan gonna be on the right. Let me give you a gamepad. Hopefully it's gonna work with all the people connected and whatnot. Here we go. Subu left, Ivan right. Maybe if I disconnect my controller. Let's try again.
Okay.
Mike is also in, so maybe that's a problem as well. Subu left, Ivan right.
Okay. He took the left, I think.
Oh, I see. He needs to be a little bit more patient. Take the left.
Oh, no, I can't.
Wait. Try now.
Maybe reset gamepads if you haven't already.
Oh, did you do that? Did you
No, I didn't.
try one more time. If not, I'm gonna reset. No.
No, still nothing.
No worries. Try now.
Nope.
No. Okay.
It was working, so I think it's a Steam thing.
No worries. We're just gonna restart the game, and that's it. Yeah, I know some instances when it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Honestly, I'm not sure exactly where and how, and that's why I just kind of prefer to just restart the game and make sure it works from there. Alright, Subu versus Ivan. Best of one, so only 7 flags. It's gonna be a tense fight. Subu left. Yeah. Ivan right. You got left, yeah?
Yep, I'm on the left.
Oh, he's not in Steam anymore. Let me get him back. Oh. Yeah, that's the problem with that is the problem. There he is. Take the right side, sir. There you go. Yeah.
Alright, good luck.
Ken versus Ryu here. I kind of consider Jan to be Ryu because he was initially he was Yatsik. It's kind of the main character. Here we go. I think it's gonna be a tough fight for both. Jan has weapons against Bara. Bara has weapons against Jan. Subu knows how to play this match really well. And there you go. We see the first flag there from Subu. But Ivan can be surprising. Double. Camera going crazy there. Nice chop. Another one. And another double. Nice chop. Yeah, that's one of Bara's best moves against Jan. Jan also has the same move, but I think Bara lands it a little bit more decisively for some reason. Probably a little bit faster. Oh, nice one to the hand. And again, that's one of the moves that Jan can also land well against Bara. Or as Maestro says. Bara and Yin. Trick shot cancelled there from Subu. Subu seems very confident in this fight. Oh, but nice thrust to the arm. Very fast counter there. And again, another chop. 4-2. And another one. 5-2. Yeah, I think Ivan is showing his experience here. He's going forward and he's getting caught. Again, the same attack. And I like that Subu does that, to be honest. He's just gonna throw the same attack at you, and if you can't defend it, he's just gonna throw it until you're gonna defend it. I honestly like that. I like that type of pragmatism. Five to 3. Oh, Ivan managed to get a 2 flags difference. He's tired and he gets a counter there. 6 to 3. Subu needs only one more to finish this. Oh, nice forward cut there from Ivan. Caught Subu on his side step attempt. And that's it. 7 to 4. As I said, Subu knows this matchup really well. He used his best weapon against Ivan, and he wins the fight. Ivan, thank you very much for competing. Great fights. Unfortunately, he had the 2 of the best opponents. He fought Oak and Subu. That's the problem with the double elimination.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, like you said, I've played this matchup so many times, so I know what to expect, but still a good effort. Just keep practicing, mix up your game a bit more, and you'll be a good Jan as well.
Okay, Cherno is not answering, so I guess we're gonna just let me restart the game. We're gonna move on with the winner's bracket. And see if Cherno shows up until he's about to fight again. Yeah, I know that maybe some things can come up, but if you have the possibility, it would be nice if you let us know. Like if you're away for some time, or so we can, you know, plan around. This is round 3. Round 3 is a round that decides, in winner's bracket obviously, it's a round that decides who is going to get a top 3 spot. Because if you win a round 3, you are automatically in the winners bracket semi-final, which is a guaranteed top 3 spot and points in the rankings, obviously. Gonna be me versus Oak here. Very tough fight. Most likely he's gonna go with Kalk. And I expect nothing less than a very tough fight. Oak, connect please. Let me tag him, maybe he's away or something. And immediately after that, we're gonna have Pico versus Ezekiel, another great fight. Oak is not. Oh, okay, there he is. Here we go. I start on the left side. He starts on the right. As I said, a pretty important fight. Oh, wait. I unplugged my controller so Steam works. There we go. Yeah, going with Kalk. Tricky matchup. Isabella versus Kalk, it has always been so. Depending on how it's played, Oak or Kalk can do well against her. Also, she can do well against him.
Yeah. Yeah, Isabella has tighter movements, whereas Calc obviously has reach and has these bigger swings oftentimes. But Calc also has a good array of stabs. Isabella's pretty good at stabbing too, actually. Just I don't think she's quite as versatile at stabbing. I think that's pretty fair to say. She has like maybe a few stabs that work consistently, and even then they can be a little bit limiting as to when they work. But Calc has a really versatile array of stabs. Not quite as versatile as Marta, of course, but you know, you compare him to sabers, you compare him to longsword, and he definitely has that sort of advantage going for him. Ooh, the chop was just a little bit out of measure, and Venator was getting ready to use the high guard cut to punish whatever Oak did. Very psychological stance. It's sometimes when Venator does it, you're not sure what to do. And he's very good at spacing it. So you know, occasionally you might be able to counter him if you are really deceptive, but or tag him when he's in the middle of high guard, but usually he'll just swing first.
Yeah, it is a psychological move because basically Isabella is vulnerable in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Like she can't be attacked, she can't be interrupted, and I've been interrupted and attacked many times during that.
Yeah. But I guess if you space it just right, it's actually almost it can be used in a defensive way or an offensive way. It's surprisingly versatile that way. And the defense, of course, is the attack, the threat of the attack. One of those stances, too, that also appears in Japanese swordsmanship, too. You'll see that a lot. And they even have the one where you rest it on the shoulder, although they hold it a bit higher in Japanese swordsmanship, but it's basically the same idea. They have both variations of Tog.
Oh, that recovery, jeez. Abysmal.
High guard cut there. Yeah, Venator has just been on fire, it feels like, once he got warmed up. Oak is having a lot of trouble catching up to Isabella. Isabella's not known for being fast, but against Calc, it is an advantage that she enjoys. The push and the stab, classic. One of the best pushers in the game.
Yeah.
So Oak is going to try and get momentum back, but there's a stab right to the wrist. Venator very precise with that. I've noticed that stab has been working better, so... And I don't know if that's a combination of Venator just being better with it and some of the other Isabella mains, or if it also got buffed, not just the follow-up, but either way, it's good to see. Because the whole point of longswords is you can either cut or thrust, so if stabbing is not a viable move, then it's kind of a problem. With the longsword, you should be encouraged to seek the bind and go for stabs and stuff like that. We don't have complex binding in the game yet. I don't know if it will be a thing in the game, but nevertheless, she should be able to benefit from sticking the point out and working from there.
Yeah, I think it is a good thrust, but not for the reasons why you would think. Like, it's more like you can catch people off tempo with it.
Yeah. There it is, high guard cut, punishing the whiff. That's something Calc often struggles with. He does have the back X, but that's inherently a limiting response. If Isabella doesn't fall for that, then those whiffs can be punished.
Here's a fun statistic here. You know, I've been running this best of two system for a long time, and Oak has actually been able, like 2 or 3 times, to overcome against me a difference of like 7-2 or 7-1 or even 7-0, and push it into a tiebreak. He's done it a few times. So even if I won here 7-2, I'm just gonna be really careful.
Nice push in the stab. Thrust almost lands there. Snap cut. Yeah, Oak's trying to bring it back, and he's definitely capable of doing it. Nice. Manages to win the trade there. Calc does have some powerful cuts. As far as damage, I don't think these two are really that different. Obviously, depending on the move, but in practice, I think they can both hit hard enough to stop each other right away. Reliably. Stamina-wise, Calc arguably has it a bit worse than Isabella, but it's something they both deal with, so again, that's not a huge advantage if it is one. And nice Venator getting the kill. High guard cut. And there we go, Venator, long guard. The push is punished. I love those sort of high positions. They look like Ox Guard and stuff, and, you know, similar positions like that with longsword. Isabella sometimes does them just as part of her normal auto guard, and it's sometimes part of her stab too.
No,
I hope we get.
You're not out.
Yeah.
Cherno is asking if he's out. He had a power
Okay.
outage. No, he's not out. We can do your
Okay.
soon.
Yeah, no worries, Cherno. Yeah, that's always unfortunate when something like that comes up and you can't control it. And that's like one of the situations where you can't even tell anyone anything's wrong, oftentimes. Yeah. Especially if you don't have data on your phone or something, or you're just not in a spot where that's a viable solution. Nice stab to the head. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you're good. And Oak is doing exactly what I was saying. Like, he's starting to make a bit of a comeback. And honestly, even if... Oh, Venator scores one there, though. It's definitely not over yet. But even if you win it here, and Venator has scored some flags on you, and you're down, it's still not unwinnable. It's still very much worth going for it, because you're just making I know it might make it sound easier than it actually is, but at the end of the day, you're making a comeback, and comebacks have happened before. So if you find something, you just play solid, you never know. So any victory for Oak here, although ideally he doesn't want to make it so Venator only needs one flag or something, that would not be good, but it's really never hopeless until it's over. And Oak knows it. You can tell he's moving forward. In fact, he's happy to initiate. You live in the countryside, so if there's an outage, you get no connection with data. Yeah, yeah, I get it. Canada has a lot of places like that still. It's gotten better, obviously, as technology has gotten better and, you know, internet's gotten out to more places and stuff like that, but we still have a lot of wilderness, and if you're ever in a mountainous area, that's where it's the worst. Because the signals have to literally travel around the mountains. They struggle to just go straight through them. So even if there were towers in such places, which there often are now, it's tough if you're just working from data. And it'll be spotty at best. Nice, Venator gets a nice push. Thankfully, a lot of Alberta is flat, so it's not so much of a problem, but if you're in the mountains in the west, that's where you can run into problems, or the foothills, places like that. Very close fight. Oak is definitely fighting really well. He's just fighting a tough opponent, so fighting from a deficit is never going to be easy. And Venator goes with a brave Posta de Vena. But he knows how to use that move. I know we joke that he's going for style points, and I think sometimes that is what is happening. But he also knows how to trick you with it. He knows how to get past your yard. And he knows how to time it. So it is a threatening move. It's not like the Thunder Punch where it's super niche. Like Venator can find ways to land it at times you will not expect it. Stab to the head. Yeah, at this point, Oak's chances are not that great, but I like that he's still shooting for the victory. That's what you need to do. Because you never know. We've seen Oak do crazier things. So it's very much, as he knows, it's very much worth fighting it out.
Ooh.
Oh, goes low. Nice from Venator.
I don't think I've got too many kills with that, but happy with it. A good fight. Good fight. I didn't expect anything less. I think after a few flags, I just started like going in and just throwing stuff, and I think that was a little bit distracting there from Oak because he's probably expecting just like a patient technical play, and then all of a sudden things change. 7 for Oak here. Oak will continue in the lower bracket. Let's do Mike versus Cherno here. If Cherno is ready. is, and he's facing Mike. As I said, Mike played really well against Ezekiel there. Lost the fight, but the second set that he played was very solid. And I think in a best of one here, he has a chance against Cherno. Damn, it's so hot in here, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 p.m. right now and it's still so hot.
Yeah, it's 19 degrees here. That's pretty good. I
Oh,
mean,
I
our
appreciate.
summer has been,
Yeah,
yeah,
I love that.
it's been fine.
How
Yeah.
how is it during the winter though?
Oh, during the winter, it can get to like minus 15
Oh,
as the average at the coldest.
yeah.
And then it'll get into like minus 20s, 30s, 40s in a cold snap. And we've seen minus 50 before too. So like that's as cold as it can possibly get. Yeah, brutal winters.
Sorry, I need like 2 minutes. Says Mike. Come on, Mike, we need you. We can't move on.
Yeah. That's always January when you get that cold snap.
Yeah. Let me see what's the temperature right now.
Literally.
28 degrees.
Sorry.
It's 28 degrees
Ooh.
at 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Yeah, that's it's nasty. It's gonna warm up a bit here, but like that's the high. 28 is gonna be the high on Wednesday.
Yeah. The problem is also that
So,
the room that I'm in right now, it's actually quite small. It's the room that
hmm
that I have my stuff in, my computer and whatnot. And obviously, being
hmm
small, you can feel the heat even more. Like I have a fan right now,
Yeah,
but it's not helping much.
yeah.
I also have an AC, but the AC is in the living room, and I would have to keep my door open. And with how small the room is, it's just not. There's a lot of factors in that do not work
Yeah,
together.
100%.
I'm here. Okay. All right. Mike is here. Yeah, Oak said that I can do Pico versus. I just want to kind of do the regular order,
hmm
so we don't get to a point where somebody will have to fight a lot of times in a row later. Great. Mike is
Yeah.
here. Let me see the names. Mr. Mike is left side. Mr. Cherno is right side. The winner of this fight will immediately fight Info. Yeah, yeah. The loser of this fight will immediately. Sorry, the winner of this fight will immediately fight Info. So Info, be ready. Here we go. Mike left side, Cherno right side. Bara versus Jan seems to be a recurrent matchup recently.
Yeah, Chernobyl also knows this matchup very well. He's fought me many times, and he's a very tough yawn. So Mike is really gonna need to think of something here, like to deal with those stabs and the various other moves that Cherno will throw out there. Because he's not afraid to mix it up. He's not afraid to throw some cuts like that. And actually, while Barbash tends to be faster and tends to hit harder if the cut, you don't want to trade with Yon. It's Jan has a little bit more HP, and his forward Y is also pretty good, despite being a little slower. And I think the reach of the sword means he doesn't have any trouble hitting the head. Bara doesn't really either, but there's like that small chance that he'll hit the shoulder. And that's not that bad, but if Jan is cutting you in the head, that's not so good. And there actually you can see Jan was able to beat him to the punch because of the reach. So it's a tough fight here, and Cherno is a good Jan, so possibly some lag. Hopefully Mike is good to go now. That's also rough if you're lagging against someone as good as Chernobyl. There's a double. I think he went for an upcut, Mike that is. Oh, that was a little bit unfortunate for Mike there, but Cherno also was good to move back. The cork was deflected, nice. Mike with a preemptive attack there was able to knock it aside. It's tough to do, but you can do it. But the cork is and as is that stab that Cherno is doing. It's a tough move to defend against if you don't know how. This time Mike's doing the right thing, I would say. You really... Well, yeah, and Jan does have the back Y as well. The cork from, I guess, too close. I'm not sure, but the back Y, again, that's the problem with the corkscrew is that you can cancel at any time, and it's basically always going to damage you if it hits, for the most part. And even if it doesn't, Cherno just has a back Y ready to go afterwards. Like so, you see Mike tried to close in after defeating it, but you can cancel it and just back Y, and then you're perfectly safe. There's a stab to the body. Yeah, Cherno's just playing a perfect Jan, and Mike is struggling to find a response. Let's see what Mike can do. Nice parry with the upcut, and Cherno getting a little fancy there with the long guard. And I think he wanted a corkscrew there, but that trick shot was still actually not the worst move to try there. They both take a hit. Cherno is tired. Sometimes Bara, I was saying he sucks at trading, but sometimes, in this matchup anyway, he does. But sometimes you can take advantage of his fast cuts, but he isn't able to this time. Good mix-up from Cherno. That move is actually more viable than people give it credit for. 7-1 victory for Cherno after that intense flag, I have to say.
Okay, sorry for missing.
And Chernobyl will have to fight Info next. Yeah.
Cherno won. 7.
Yeah, 7-1.
Oh, 7-1. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he did fantastic. I think Mike just didn't do enough snap cuts for one thing. Like as a bar in this matchup, it's pretty tough, admittedly. Like Mike just was not cut a break in that regard. But I think with Bara, just find those moments to throw those snap cuts. The back Y is also good if something goes wrong. Jan has it too, of course, but you can back Y out of a lot of stuff and beat down the corkscrew and stuff like this. And I think just finding moments to use his speed, those explosive side steps. I think Mike needs to mix it up more.
Yeah, Cherno at this point. Mike, thank you very much for competing. Great having you. Good Bara. Need to work on him a little bit, and I think you're going to do well. Cherno is already an established fighter, although he's pretty new in the community. He's ranked number 6 right now, so just outside top 5 in the server rankings. And I know that Wiggly wants to do the Hellish Quart Awards, and the first category is actually the Newcomer of the Year. And I don't want to influence anybody in voting, but honestly, I can't think I mean, there it's also Landsknecht is also a newcomer, and he has done really well. But I think Cherno is just already at the level that the top guys are right now. Like he can beat anybody, and he can
Hmm.
win tournaments. He won recent. I think it was this week. We have so many events that it feels like it was like a month ago. I think this
Hmm.
week he won a tournament on Maestro's host. Sorry, was
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
yeah, wasn't it? I think yeah. I think if I
Yeah.
info try again, please. I think he won a tournament on Maestro's host this Monday, which is pretty impressive. Okay, there's info. Very interested in this fight. Let me see who's left. Um, info is left. Info left. Cherno right. Info had an amazing start against Luck.
Yeah.
Um,
Cherno's gonna have to be careful with this, Murray. Info's throwing some triangles and some really interesting stuff that Luck seemed to struggle to deal with.
Also, a really good performance against Pico. Pico managed to get the win a little bit later in the fight. Um, and now this is the moment of truth for both, I'd say. Oh,
Ooh,
Zera. Okay.
interesting.
And I would say, and I hope I'm not, being. I'm not saying stupid stuff here, but I think this gives Info a chance here because Zera can't move
Mm,
really fast. He is powerful. He can tank hits, but Marie can use her mobility here in this fight.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it is a
And I would,
winnable
yeah.
match.
Hmm.
There you go.
And I would say she has a slight reach advantage too. It's not as great as other characters, but if we're comparing max reach, she still has it in this matchup.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it is slight though, as I said. Info walked into that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there. Very good try. Double. Back Y.
Yeah, Info needs to be careful with biting on those side step because
Yeah,
every good zero is like it's gonna go for a side step and then either delay their follow up or just move into a back wide. Oh, Isam
nice.
punished him immediately.
Yeah, that was really well done. Yeah, that's the best time to punish Zera when he's kind of in the middle of doing a combo and for some reason he's taking a while to
Nice,
recover.
nice thrust. I think
Yeah.
this is a
Don't
50-50
want
matchup here. Nice. 3-2.
to. Yeah, I think the Marie needs to know what she's doing, though. I would caveat it with that, but otherwise, I don't disagree. Because I think just any Marie player who, maybe is a bit of a greenhorn might just go for a bunch of stabs and get back wide a lot.
A little bit of a greenhorn.
But Info is not that.
What does that mean?
Oh, like a newbie.
Oh, I see.
We call them greenhorns, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
I wasn't familiar with it. Oh, nice thrust
yeah,
again.
no worries.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier, which is that Info usually likes to fight head on, and
Hmm.
that can at times can prove very useful, and at times can prove very detrimental. And that's exactly what happened here. Like that thrust goes straight to her head. Back by attempt. And again,
Oh, nice.
yeah, Cherno is a little bit sharper here, I'd say. Is using Zera's advantages. 5-3.
Nice
And
Y
nice
thrust
counter.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cherno knows what he's doing here, it looks like, so. That's an underrated aspect of how he plays, I think, is that he can actually pick up multiple characters and do well.
Yeah,
He's known for Yun for obvious reasons, but he can play a lot of characters.
yeah. He played Zero against me earlier, and uh, I got to 6-0, and oh, nice one,
Hmm.
thrust to the face, 7-4. Cherno wins this fight. It was a tough matchup, but Cherno was confident in his abilities. Info did well, managed to land a few shots, but Cherno wins, and we'll move on. Info, thank you very much for competing. Always great having you. And Cherno will be facing Oak a little bit later, and that's gonna be a great matchup. Pico versus Ezekiel is next. I was about to say that I got to 6-0, and then
Hmm.
I couldn't get the. He kind of got used to the rhythm and everything, and he got 4 flags, almost got the fifth one with Zero. It ended 7-4, but
Hmm.
at one point it was just so hard to get the flag against him. It's just that moment when you think you have the fight won and you just can't land that winning flag against somebody. And Cherno was really good
Hmm.
at doing that. Anyway, Pico versus Ezekiel. I'm very excited for this fight because I think they will have some interesting character picks here. Maybe we're gonna see a Martha mirror. Pico is also a very competent Martha, or maybe we're gonna see Sam versus Martha because Pico picked Sam earlier. There's Pico. I don't know what to expect from this matchup, to be honest. I mean, I never know what to expect from a Pico matchup. I can never watch a fight and say, okay, Pico is definitely gonna lose this fight. Um, he's just that guy that is always keeping it interesting. And in 2 sets, I think, but Ezekiel's been looking sharp today, very sharp. Pico left, Ezekiel right. Marta, Marta Mirror. Okay. I hope Pico wasn't influenced by what I said. I kind of notice sometimes that when I say, okay, I would like to see this matchup, and then I see that person picking the character. Don't listen to me, guys. I don't know anything. Just do what you know best. Here we go. Marta versus Marta. Pico also one of the best Martas. And Pico being the trickster of the community, Marta is a good character to be a trickster with. Ooh.
Nice.
I noticed that Marta has some of these attacks where she just kind of thrusts you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I landed a few against Oak yesterday in your tournament, and I was actually kind
Hmm.
of surprised that they landed.
Yeah. Yeah, her point is so nimble. It's really what a rapier should be.
Yeah. It's really fun to
Nice.
watch people that really know what they're doing with the character. For me and also for you, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
we can be competent Martas, but I think we're just kind of applying fundamentals with a little bit of a unorthodox play style. But it's fun to watch people that have a really good grasp of her moveset. Oh, nice one.
Yeah, definitely.
2-2. Double. It's pretty clear here how the fight is gonna go. So Pico's gonna be the aggressor,
Hmm.
and Ezekiel is going to be defending mostly. This is how their styles work. Oh, nice.
Nice again.
Yeah, Ezekiel very
Pico's gotta
sharp.
be a little careful.
Yeah, with the defense. defense. 4-2.
And I think sometimes with those cancels, Pico is giving Ezekiel just the smallest window to throw a stab, and then Pico's not ready for it.
Sidestep.
Nice try from Pico. Wow.
Nice sidestep again. 5-2. Yeah, nobody's doing the
Yeah.
Subu dance here. The Subu sidestep.
Yeah. That's how you know they're competent.
6-2.
None of this vulgar Destrezza stuff, just playing a solid, precise Marta. Although they are using the sidestep, they're not like spamming it. Nice. Ezekiel takes it.
Yeah, Pico a little bit rough there on the edges. 7-2. We'll see if Pico plays Marta again or picks a different character. An important difference here for an important advantage here for Ezekiel, but as I said, the difference can be recovered. Yeah, Sam this time. He's going back to the character that brought him success.
Be right back.
Yeah, and I think this time Pico is going to put the much better fight. I think Sam has what it takes to compete with Martha, but Ezekiel's not afraid. Oh, nice one for Pico. Scores the first flag. That's good for his morale. Next fight is going to be Cherno versus Oak, so be ready, please. Best of one fight. Yeah. Pico keeping it simple here, using his cuts to the head. Ooh, nice forward snap cut. 3-1 for Pico. A good start here for Pico, also considering that he's behind overall in number of points, but I'm pretty sure he's not thinking about that right now. He's just thinking about winning this set. And that's exactly the mindset that you need to have. Oh, and again, feint into the cut. Some Pico black magic there. 4-1. Okay, not sure if we should call it black magic, but magic for sure. Well, very unpredictable gameplay here. Oh, nice one to the head. 5-1. Pico switching to Sam changes the... Yeah, welcome back. Pico is doing amazing here. It's 5-1. And we might see a very interesting tiebreak if Pico wins this.
Yeah.
Using his magic.
I love those tight blade beats he's trying. Yeah. And yeah, the way he plays Sam really helps him with that.
Okay, somebody I guess is having some problems. Flick the long guard when you're ready. Probably Pico is having some spikes. I think Pico is Ezekiel, if you can hear me, can you flick your guard? Are you okay? Yeah, Ezekiel is okay. So it's Pico's. Lag spike or let me have the ping. No, ping is the same. By the way, your ping is now lower than it used to be. I don't know if you noticed it. Your ping is now around 170. It used to be around 200. Not sure.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think I sped up my connection at some point. I forget exactly when. So I got a better computer, I got better internet and stuff like that. So
Oh, so you changed something at one point.
yeah, at one point, yeah, I think it was yeah, it would have been last year.
Because also remember that I mean, when I joined you, it was pretty unplayable for me. I'm not saying it was your fault or
Hmm.
anything. I'm just saying that it's how
Right,
it
yeah.
went. But after testing it last time, it's pretty smooth. I mean, there is delay, but
Hmm.
it's smooth. I mean, I rarely have spikes, and I can
Yeah,
actually play. I can,
exactly,
and
yeah.
I'm happy,
Ooh,
because
snap.
I actually wanted to compete in your events many times, and I
Hmm.
was looking every Thursday. I was just watching the tournament, and I was thinking, man, I wish I competed in this one, but I just
Mm, yeah. Oof.
I couldn't take the risk of just becoming unplayable for me. Anyway, back to the fight. Good that
Yeah, I
the
get it.
thing is solved.
Oof, a lot of action, and then Ezekiel able to slip a stab in.
I like your events because they give me the chance of trying multiple characters. Since you
Hmm.
have multiple rounds and you have like a best of three in each round. And
Yeah,
I tried Alex, I tried Marta, I tried some characters. Oh, nice one. So
Pico's gotta be careful.
I enjoy playing in your event.
Yeah, I'm glad. And I don't blame you for not wanting to compete if the connection's bad. I mean, it's a similar reason why, I just don't compete in Asian stuff very often, even if I do have the time.
Nice.
Usually I don't when they're on anyway, because it's like nighttime or whatever. But
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be masochistic, I mean, if you know that you just can't
yeah,
perform at a level that you could be competent, then, that's it. Oh, nice one
oof,
from Ezekiel there.
nice.
But now I'm happy that I'm able to compete.
Yeah,
And honestly, I'm hoping to get another round robin, but recently people have been signing for a double elimination.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
again.
Was just enough last time. Stab to the hand, and now Pico has let Ezekiel make a little bit of a comeback. I think Ezekiel also made some adjustments, to be fair. He's very aware of Pico's game
That's
plan,
it.
but there, Pico snags
7-5.
it.
Okay, keep the same sides. Let me tell you what it's gonna happen now. So Ezekiel has 5. This was a 7-5, right?
Yeah,
Versus Piccola 2. Okay. Keep the same sides.
yeah. Just switch characters if you want. You don't have to, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam's a smart pick because if it goes very well for Pekla, it will go very well, and he could totally win it from what we've seen.
When it comes to tiebreak, uh, I think it's very important, regardless of what the opponent gets. It's very important to get at least 2 flags because it gives you
Hmm.
that idea that okay, I'm not just like 1 flag away from being defeated. I have 2 flags to
Yeah,
work with.
yeah, for sure. Like when we were in the tiebreak, I still felt pretty confident, although it didn't go so well. Like if I just play well, it's very winnable.
Yeah, nice.
No, there it is. Though Ezekiel with one. I think not Venator. Pekla briefly broke long guard.
Yeah, Pico now needs 5. That's
Nice.
one.
There's one.
I've seen people coming back from 5 behind. I've been the victim of that actually one time.
Yeah.
It was Oak. I can't forget that. It was actually the final of a tournament, and he was 5 flags behind in the tiebreak, and he managed to get all 5. And
Yeah.
it was it was a little bit of a moment where, like I said, you know what, I need to take everything seriously. Nice push, and that's it.
Nice.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Took the risk. But a very calculated one, I have to say. When you're up so many flags, you can afford to make it messy.
Yeah, Pico gets 10. Ezekiel is in the semi-final, and we're going to be fighting. And Ezekiel and I have a little bit of a history. But now we're moving to round 3 lower bracket, where we have some great fights. And the first fight that we're going to have is Oak versus Chernobyl. Here's Mr. Oak. Oak Chernobyl. This is going to be a fun fight. I don't know what to expect from it. Especially if Cherno goes Zera or Jan. I think
Hmm.
Jan versus Kalk is always interesting. But I don't know what he plans. So we're going to see. Oak left side, Cherno right side. And after that, it's going to be a North American derby between you and Pico. So Pico doesn't get too much time to rest.
Hmm.
I'll be right back getting some water.
Yeah, no problem. Bara. Oh no, he doesn't go Bara. That's smart, actually. So Venator didn't mention Marta, but this is a character that Chernobyl can play as well. And traditionally, Marta is considered the counter to Calc, so I think that's a good pick. I think he was contemplating Bara, maybe, or maybe he was just happened to be highlighting him. But yeah, Marta's a good pick. I think Zera would have been okay as well. It's just Oak is a very experienced player, so sometimes if you mess up some recovery or who knows what, it can go wrong. Marta has some more room for error here. But Oak knows this matchup. You can tell. I mean, he already scored a flag. So Chernobyl definitely has to make the best use of his character. And it's actually up to Oak to oftentimes go on the offensive, and he's doing a good job of that despite Calc not being the fastest character ever. And he's backing Cherno up against the wall, which is not a place he necessarily wants to be. He's going to want to get out of there, I'm sure. Or at least land a back Y so that Oak runs onto the point. But Oak is slowly improving his position. I really like how he's playing. He's closing the distance, and he's playing a very tactical game. He's clearly on the offensive. He's closing the distance, but what he's doing is he's slowly improving his position. Just taking control of the ground that Cherno gives him and waiting for his opportunity while still presenting a threat, not playing passive by any stretch of the imagination. There actually goes for. I mentioned being passive. This often happens. People just go right for the push or the grab or something that's the total opposite of that. But obviously, that's not what Oak was doing. But I think with Calc, that's really the best way to be offensive with them. You got to just be patient, improve your position, and then get that kill shot. Whether it's your opponent overextending or it's you finding an opportunity. But back Y, that's a tough move in this matchup to deal with. Cherno placed it perfectly there, getting out of the way of Oak's attack. That nimble point of Marta is really the biggest problem that Calc has, beyond reach, of course. Reach is another disadvantage, but Marta definitely has the nimble point, and obviously Calc has a better cutting game, but when reach is such a big disparity, and when your cuts are relatively slow, say for maybe 1 or 2, it can be tough. But perfect, closing the distance by Oak and then pushing into the thrust. Takes a slight skid from the sword, but that doesn't really matter very much.
Oh,
Three to
Cherno
three.
wants Marta.
Yeah,
Okay, and it's 3-3. Okay,
yeah.
I'm back in time for some nice action.
Yeah, it's been a tactical fight so far, and I like how Oak's been closing the distance. He's been just slowly improving his position, not overextending, and then he snaps at any opportunity that's there once it's there.
Nice.
Oof.
4-3.
Yeah, Oak's got to be careful. Cherno's not afraid to throw a cut to blade beat either. That's actually a very good strategy here, despite the fact that Marta's not known for cutting. And I've done it before too, when messing around with Marta. Like you flick long guard a bunch of times to throw them off, then you suddenly throw a cut instead of a stab. Because they're expecting a stab because you're moving your point. You can even feint some of the stabs to make it look like you want to stab, but then you do something else. Oh, nice. But Oak's still doing very well here. In fact, he's ahead now.
Yeah, he got a little bit of experience against Martha yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I'm in minority here. I don't like this skin. I know what it is.
Really?
I know what it represents, but I don't like it. I like the other
Okay.
one more. But I would actually like a skin with that is not a dress. You know, that is more like
Yeah.
battle ready.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because this definitely makes a bit more sense as a fighting outfit.
Yeah. Alright, 5-5
Oh, sidestep.
to the face.
And this is getting dangerous for Oak, actually. He has enjoyed being slightly ahead for a while, but now any slight mistake could be his death.
Oh,
Oh, oh, he missed it though. That's a little unfortunate. If he at least got a graze, he might have been able to keep going. He knows that sidestep combo. But that was good that he stopped doing it once he noticed that something was going a little bit wrong. Double.
yeah. I think Oak is actually happy with the double here because he was hit and his stamina wasn't looking great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another advantage that Marta enjoys here. She can get tired, but in practice, it rarely happens. Even if you play the way I do, it doesn't happen very often, unless you're injured. And nice, a cut to
Cut
the
to the
head,
head.
actually.
7-5 and Cherno counter picks here. I'm joking, of course. Oak 7-5. Oak, thank you very much for competing. As I said, we're actually pretty good with time, so it's very likely that we're gonna throw a wooden swords tournament after. In fact, after
Hmm.
your fight with Pico, I'm going to post the announcement. It's gonna be like a regular double elimination, 15 points
Hmm.
in the winners with 10 points in the lower bracket. I've wanted to throw this wooden swords tournament for some time now, and I'm decided to do it tonight. So yeah, I will be doing that. So hopefully you're gonna see Oak there as well. Okay, Pico is taking on Subu. Eve is in the house.
Yeah, hopefully he'll show up for the bonk tourney. I know he likes those.
Yeah, yeah, he likes the wooden ones. I will post the announcement as soon as this fight is over
Yeah.
because we're doing.
Yeah, and I like it too. It has a very authentic feel to it because that is how so many people would have trained a sword fight. Just literally grab a stick and go at it. They did have fetters back then too, but for a lot of people, it was the stick that they use, whether it's a staff, a one-handed stick, or whatever it is you can grab.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? What it would have been nice. Um,
Hmm.
if the wooden swords mode would have been like, by the way, Pico is left, Subu right. Um, so if the wooden swords mode would have been like, okay, using wooden swords, but characters are wearing armor,
Mm,
just for this
yeah.
this mode. Because you know what, like sparring with the wooden stick without
Hmm.
protection, it's not really recommended. Like, by the way, you're right
Yeah.
side. Can you
Yeah,
check?
I can't select. I think you might have disabled the controller.
Yes. Okay. Now we can.
Beautiful.
So I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't spar with a wooden stick without protection. Like,
Yeah.
a wooden stick is more powerful than people imagine. Like a good strike to the head
Yeah.
is just can just end the fight.
Especially a staff. Like you can't even spar in full Hema gear with or at least not regular Hema gear with a proper, quarter staff. It will just mess you up. At minimum, a concussion.
Yeah, Pico.
That's why they often use rattan sticks or something that's way more flexible if they're gonna spar with them. Or you wear armor. That's the other way.
Pico going with Pico, the original Tarnavsky here. I know that. Oh, nice by Subu. I know that Landsknecht has now taken the Tarnavsky identity, but Pico used to play Tarnavsky a lot when it came out. 2-1. Oh, nice chop there from Subu. Gotta be very careful. He's mastered the chop. Pico needs to be careful here. He's trying some magic. Oh, gets caught there. 3-1. Yeah, Bara definitely has the speed advantage, so Tarna needs to make it a little bit ugly. Subu went in, but got caught there. 2. Double. Muay Thai there. Pose. Oh, nice snap cut there. Pico just punch himself out there. Okay, trying a couple of combos there. Subu's just being careful, playing this goes low and then goes high. Perfect. 5-2. Tries the thrust. Honestly, I think Pico with... Oh. Tarna got that one. I think Pico with Sam would have been a much bigger threat here. But I guess he just wants to try Tarna and see how it goes. Throwing a lot of attacks. Needs to be aware on the stamina. Yeah, posing against Fubu doesn't work. He's gonna kill you. 6-3. Follow-up doesn't land. Cut there from Subu. Oh!
Oh.
Man,
GG.
you played these tired moments so well. Like yeah,
Thanks.
it's so hard for somebody to actually get the kill. Anyway, Pico with a good fight there, had some good moments. But Subu wins the fight and moves on to the semifinals. So we have Pico. Thank you very much for competing. It's been a long time. So we've seen you in a tournament. So we're in the semifinals. Winners bracket semifinal is me versus Ezekiel. Lower bracket semifinals is Cherno versus Subu. And I need just a few minutes to create
Hmm.
announcement for the next tourney, because we're definitely gonna have time for that. And I've been craving a wooden swords tournament for some time. I wanted to do it last time, but the tournament took 4 hours, so yeah, you can't really go over that. Here we go. Double elimination. Host the page. Yeah, just 1 second to post the announcement.
Yeah, I get it. Sure, no, the stance switching with Tarnowski is, if you get it right, it's fantastic. If you don't, it's very punishing.
Okay, posting the sign up link. So guys, if you're listening or watching after this tournament, we're doing another one, just a classic double elimination, wooden swords. It's always fun, so tune in. It's gonna be if we get 8 people, it's gonna be a medium tournament as well, so a good opportunity to grab some points for the rankings as well. All right, here we go. Back to the tournament. Winners bracket semifinal, best of 2, me versus Ezekiel. Oh, already 2 people signed up for the wooden sticks. Honestly, wooden sticks, it wasn't very popular in the beginning, but it gained some popularity after
Hmm.
some nice events. I like the sounds though; they're pretty authentic.
Yeah. Oh, I talking about calc. Yeah, yeah, calc's actually in some ways worse to control. I don't mind it actually. Once you get used to it, it's fine. But I used to hate it as well, so
Uh, Darth is asking me, can you play this with the controller as I've just got Steam and a gaming PC? Yeah, yeah, you can play a controller. I'm playing with a controller right now.
yep.
It's actually quite recommended to play with a controller. There are some people who would say that the keyboard is superior, but they are out of their mind. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. A very tough fight for me here against Ezekiel. Ezekiel kind of in the recent events he kind of had my number. He
Yeah.
was able to defeat me a couple of times, so I'm gonna try to be ready for this one. Here we go. I'm starting on the left. He is on the right. And then we're gonna see Cherno versus Subu. Keyboard is vastly superior. Yeah, we actually have 2 keyboard players in the tournament, left in the tournament, and 2 controller players in the tournament. So Subu, make sure you defeat Cherno so we can do controller final so we can show that the controller is superior.
Do my best.
Here we go.
Okay, Isabella versus Marta. No surprise there. I think the goal for Venator is pretty clear. It's a matter of if Ezekiel will make that tough to achieve or not. High guard doesn't quite connect, a little out of range it looks like. Plus, Ezekiel actually is doing a lot of side steps, and that's something a really good Marta player will do that throws a lot of people off, is they're not just moving directly back away from you, they are moving diagonally from you, or they're moving in a circle. They're doing stuff like this, so even if you just move forward and you're like, okay, I'm gonna long guard and everything's gonna be fine, they're not only moving away from you, but they're setting up an attack against you. So if you ever break long guard or you do something wrong, you're taking a point to the face and you don't have the angle to hit back. So and the fact that Marta has such good sidestep thrusts really helps with that type of gameplay. It can be a little bit of a double-edged sword if you move in a circle too much. It can actually make you close with your opponent quicker, but a really good Marta player knows that and is going to move in such a way that you really just can't close the distance. And sometimes Marta will do that on her terms as well. That's the other thing to watch out for, just like that. Wow. I mention it, and then Ezekiel immediately does so. That dash thrust is actually a very good move that she has. And I think Isabella struggles to block it. There's a stab to the arm. Very good for Ezekiel. He's playing this perfectly. Venator is struggling to find an opening. There it is again, an opening.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, a few flags I thought that I was gonna get it, but Ezekiel managed to get it. I think maybe I played this a little bit too superficially. Here we go with the second fight. Swapping sides. 7-1, that's tough to come back from, but we'll see.
Ooh, some cuts from Venator.
Yeah, I'm going with the Tao tactic here. Who knows.
Yeah. Yeah. But if it works, it works.
Yeah, Tao has been playing a very solid Isabella recently. I've actually, I want to steal a couple of things from him.
Mm-hmm. And that's really what Isabella wants, too, is you want to claim space with the tightest cuts you possibly can, so that Marta struggles to respond. Because if you do a high guard cut, I mean, it's not that high guard's a bad move, you can still beat the blade down, you might be able to hit her, but the problem you can run into is you've beaten the blade, but Marta is known for just recovering from that instantly. So that big recovery you have to take after the high guard cut renders that extra power pointless, which is actually how it often is in real life too. Marta just does it in a really jank way, but there is some truth to it. You don't want to overextend or hit too hard and focus too much on the blade when your goal is actually to hit the person at the end of the day. But you have something queued up afterwards, it can be a good starting point. Venator making good use of the thrust, though, and the follow-up. Yeah, Ezekiel has to be in the conversation for best Marta. But Venator is doing to Ezekiel what he did to me and making a nice comeback. Push. Oh, the push doesn't seem to actually connect, but Venator wasn't able to land anything in response, so the stab still came in and delivered some damage. But Venator still securing that kill in the end. Going low. Then a thrust to the head, but I think it grazed, and Venator was still able to secure that kill. Very nice, making this match
7-1.
all the more interesting.
So the tiebreak is going to be 6 versus 6. All to play for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick on the right side. Let's see if... oh, he sticks with Martin.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I think that's fair. We've seen it before where one person dominates, the other person dominates, and then either they're even in the next round or the trend can even continue as the fighters adjust, so.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Losing by a lot is not always a reason to switch characters. That's always something to keep in mind. It can be, though. There are sometimes cases I found where you do want to make a switch. But we'll see if now was the time or not. Ezekiel getting a little tired, actually, after some interactions. Not enough to put him in the tired thrust or anything like that, but you gotta watch the stamina. It looks like stab to the head does not kill. Venator's probably happy with that. Because very often that move will kill you outright, especially to the head. Venator with some tight strikes to the blade. High guard. Ooh. Doesn't quite land it, but good try from Venator. Like I said, it actually is a good move against rapiers. You just gotta use it in the correct way. There's the back Y. Back Y straight to the head. Classic Marta move. And you'll notice, like, Ezekiel doesn't spam the sidestep. He throws it and uses it very precisely, but he does not spam it the way I do. And don't be wrong, spamming it can work. You don't want to do it too much. There's definitely cases where your opponent can call you out if you're not careful. So a really good Marta will mix it up more than I do when I play her. And that's what Ezekiel is doing, making it an even fight now. Threatening, actually, the dash, I think, is what he intended to do. But then he tried to trick Venator and went back with the back Y, which could have worked there. And the follow-up kind of screws Venator up there. Because it's kind of like Alex's follow-up, actually. It can kind of lock you in to a specific direction. And so an opponent can just sidestep you. And Ezekiel's very good at that. He's not just moving back. Like as we said, he moves laterally as well. And so you can see Venator's trying to back him in the corner, but Ezekiel does a lot of this lateral movement, so it just doesn't happen. Ezekiel is very tough to corner, even while he's maintaining distance from you. They both go for a dash, and obviously Venator had the push ready to go. Even a grab might have worked, but it's tough to say. The push was a very good option, regardless. Grab's just one of those things where if your opponent is moving back, and I think this is why Venator went for the push, or it might have just been muscle memory, but if your opponent is intending to move back at all, they'll counter the grab, so the push actually makes a lot of sense. Good blade beat from Venator. Not able to find the thrust, but that was a very good try. There you go. This time high guard tagging the hand. It extends Venator's reach so that Ezekiel has to be a bit more careful about distance management. And the reach advantage can be nullified if you're putting your hand essentially in Isabella's reach, despite having a longer weapon. Ooh.
No, it's 6.
Okay, that's a little weird.
It's 6, Ezekiel.
Yeah,
Maybe
6.
he
Yeah,
thought he's
yeah,
gonna...
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is
All right, that
basically
explains
like
it.
a best of 3 here. Almost.
Yeah. Ooh. High guard proving to be a dangerous move, actually, now that Venator's warmed up with it. He landed it to the hand. Iron Gate from Venator, but that was obviously some kind of bait, or he intended a different guard. One of those two. High guard there, but gets thrust to the face. Intercepted there. And the bull was in the way, so pretty tough to land a hit, it looks like, at that angle. Oh, but Venator takes it there. Good fight, though. Very good fight.
Nice. Thank you, Tao. This is a thanks to Tao because I employed some of his techniques and they worked. So I'm a type of player that whenever I see somebody playing my character, I just steal from them. It doesn't matter if I think they're better or weaker or whatever. Whenever I see somebody playing Isabella, I watch carefully. So I'm gonna steal everything that works. GG. 7 flags with 4, 11. Okay. Ezekiel is gonna be very close to getting back to the final. But speaking of the final, we have Subu on the left facing Cherno on the right. Also semi-final. Best of 1 fight. You have to be careful. This fight. Oh, sorry, Cherno, I rejected you by mistake. Try again. It's gonna be a tough fight. And more importantly, since this is a lower bracket fight, lower bracket semi-final, the winner of this fight will get ranking points. So it's a lot of things on the line here. Subu left, Cherno right. Bara versus Jan. Okay, so Cherno is just is taking this very seriously. Going back to his main. Oh, first one goes to Cherno. Second one goes to Cherno as well. Subu knows how to play this matchup, but he needs to be careful. Ooh, nice cork. Thrown at the right time. Oh! And I like that Subu, whenever Subu gets a graze in, he continues with the follow-up neutral attack, which usually lands. Oh, chop from both. I think they were both hit. Cherno was a little bit more. Doesn't matter now. He got the kill and the follow-up. Subu needs to regroup here. This is where he shines, where he's a little bit behind and just regroups. Cherno being a little bit unorthodox. Oh, and again the cut catches Subu in. Great chance here for Cherno to get a top 3 spot. And who knows, maybe even go for the tournament. Oh, tired. The Subu never quits. And all of a sudden, he gets a couple of flags, and all of a sudden, it becomes a flag. Oh, nice thrust again. It looks like that thrust, that Bara doesn't do well against
GG.
that thrust. 7-1.
Yeah, I don't know what to do against that. He did great though.
I noticed that it actually works, for some reason, it works better against Bara than anybody else. I've seen it in some other tournaments as well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it catches his arm, I don't know. But anyway, Subu, thank you very much for competing. You're going to be in the next one, right? In the wooden thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Cherno, no room for rest here. You have to face Ezekiel in a best of 1. Who knows? Maybe you're going to see a Marta mirror. Or Cherno might go Jan. We'll see. Lower bracket final, best of 1. Winner is going to face me. Here we go. Ezekiel left, Cherno right. Yeah, Ezekiel is decided to play Marta.
Mm-hmm.
And Cherno is...
Thinking about Jan.
Yeah, he's going with Jan. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, Chernobyl did great in our fight. GG's. I need to figure out how to deal with those stabs though. It's it just feels impossible sometimes because Jan has the reach advantage, so even if I defend them, he can just cut my hand and there's just absolutely nothing I can do. He's so good at it too, so anyway, I gotta get off for just a little bit. I'll be right back.
It's done already? Oh, Cherno 7-2. Okay. Okay, so Ezekiel is getting third place. Thank you very much, Ezekiel, for competing. Some great performances throughout. And yeah, funnily enough, Cherno was in the first fight and he was against me. He lost. Then he had a little bit of a power outage. And we didn't know if he's gonna come back, and suddenly he comes back, defeats everybody, Mike, Info, Oak, Subu, and Ezekiel, and gets back to the final. Congratulations, man. And he's going to be facing me again, so I gotta win over him tonight. If he gets the next win in the best of 2, then we're gonna do another one. If not, then the tournament ends. Cherno, congratulations, man. Let's do it. But today it all changes. Let's see, my man. Let's see. I'm happy to fight you again. Here we go. To be honest, I did not expect Cherno. Not that he doesn't have the potential to do so, but I did not expect him to be back. Isabella versus Jan. Tricky fight for both characters, I think. I'm gonna try to play this smart. Cherno is very good with Jan. Great first flag. Ooh. Cork. Oh, got lucky there. Got lucky again. is here, but it was quite close. We're going into the second set. It's not over till it's over. Swap sides. Oh, the bell and mirror. Interesting. Did I swap the names? Yes. Okay, so I need to win this fight to win the tournament. Oh, nice tap to the head. Didn't expect that to land, but it did.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Venator with a stab right as I come back. Posta di Vena. No, provoke the dash in there from Cherno. That could have been bad. Oh, they both do it. Cherno, you gotta be careful with that. Venator's mastered this technique. I respect it though. Oh, nice block from Venator despite the whiff.
Oh,
And the follow-up. Wow.
caught me there with the follow-up. Nice.
Yeah, the blocks you can do from Posta di Vena sometimes are amazing.
Yeah, with the X.
I think I started the trend long ago, but yeah. Yeah, because I made some video long ago and I started doing it a little bit when I was maining Isabella. That was a while ago though. And then obviously other people have been taking that stance and doing it from both directions and doing some even more amazing stuff. Double. Like I remember there were times too where when we were playing Isabella, whether it's Warden, Maestro, myself, we would try and use high guard against the Posta di Vena as well.
Why?
And it made for some really epic moments. And Posta di Donna tended to win. If you timed it just right. Yeah, I understand that, Cherno. Like, I've been in that position a lot of times. I just saw the chat there. Now it's your turn. Oh, the Posta de Vena scores it.
Yeah, GG. GG, great fight. I really enjoyed this mirror. Cherno gets second place. Congratulations. It was a good fight overall. The Jan fight did not go great for him there. He was a little bit impatient, but got second place, so that's still a great achievement, especially after having a problem with the connection. And as I said, we're going to continue in about 8 minutes with wooden sticks. Oh, I actually didn't sign up for the tournament. I always do that. We have 5
Yeah.
people and we need at least 6. Oh damn, how do I sign up? Congratulations everybody, it was a great tournament. I really enjoyed it. Some great fights. As I said, I'm gonna leave the registration open for a few more minutes in case somebody wants to connect. If nobody else joins, or if we don't get more than 7 people, we're simply gonna do 10 points round robin, because it's gonna go pretty fast. And you know the drill: top 3 qualify and whatnot. You already know how this works. So yeah, feel free to sign up. I'm just gonna stop this stream, and in about 7 minutes I'm gonna start the second one. As I said, we already have the numbers for the second event, but if anybody else wants to join in, feel free. We have some spots available. Thank you, Subu, for helping out. Are you gonna be around for the second one as well to comment?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna see you in a couple of